In the year 2014, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Phil Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
All right.
Where last we left off, you all were leaving the town of Fosha. And you were headed to Fedros. You had made a shit ton of gold by getting some really good rolls. Because apparently the only time you guys can get good rolls is when you're haggling with
When we want shit.
with shopkeepers.
That's what it is.
Just to recap, that's really 31,547 gold. Yeah. To be exact.
Yeah.
After we spent a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we still have a shit ton.
I think this is the richest any character has ever been in any game I've ever.
Yeah, it's
Definitely in a Fool's Quest for sure.
And don't we still have more gems to sell?
Oh boy, I'm rich! I'm wealthy! I'm independent! I'm socially secure! I'm rich! I'm rich! I'm rich!
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got-
I'd have to go back.
Well, there was
Probably.
10,000 in coin, and then there was the 3 gems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
I
we
think we
still
only
got
sold
31,000, we got 3 of the gems and 1,000 of the gold left.
Oh, okay.
For currency reason, we just converted some of the gold to gems for.
Should put it on our card.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And 24 Hot Pockets.
Is that still a thing?
and 24.
Yeah, the debit cards. yeah, they are. What school would that be? Conjuration, probably.
Probably Conjuration.
Conjuration, yeah. So. Yeah. So it's probably more of a Western Hemisphere type situation.
Bougie capitalist.
Yeah. All right. So we already did our random travel checks. Nobody rolled
No
anything,
travel
so
checks.
no travel checks. So as you travel, is there anything that you guys want to do on the few nights that you camp while you travel? I know there were a couple things that people wanted to test out. There was Valley, who's with you. You have a cart again. You can set your cart up so that you can hide the treasure chest full of gold, but you guys hadn't decided how you were going to do that yet. And then
I thought we were going to throw Valley in the trunk with it. Anyway.
And then Eddie, I think you had some magic stuff you wanted to test out, right?
Yeah, I think I picked up some more scrolls that I was going to try to...
Every time.
Just trying to be quiet. I was going to try to learn the spells on these scrolls. I might have wrote down what scroll.
I think you wrote down what scrolls.
I'm pretty sure it is somewhere.
Didn't you just learn a new one, too?
I did. I learned magic missile. Magic
missile.
weapon. Magic weapon.
Well, missile could be a weapon. In fact, I think it's by now.
Yes, but it's not constrained to just a missile. I'm gonna have to.
Come back to that.
Yep.
I think I deleted those out of the shop too, so I hope you put them in there somewhere.
Did
Oh,
I?
here we go. It was on the page that I was on originally.
It always is.
I've got Zephyr Strike, Spare the Dying, Blink, Detect Magic, Tensor's Floating Disc, and Greater Healing. So I think I'm going to try for...
Greater healing.
No, we got Bill for healing.
We could
got
use some
another
more
class of a
healing.
billion
I'm just
now. You'll get
saying,
hit,
Bill
you'll be
likes to
fine.
heal other people as well.
I was thinking blink. But maybe I should go for greater healing. I guess I'll go for greater healing.
No peer pressure or anything.
All right, so for learning from a scroll, I'm going to say rule of thumb is it's going to take at least probably 8 hours of meditating on it while you travel to try and learn the spell like entirely. So for each roll you make to try and get it, it's going to be about a day worth of work essentially. Okay. The 8 hours doesn't really need to be like all at one exact time, but just kind of throughout the day while you're doing other things, like that amount of time takes about a day for each spell that you want to learn. So
Makes sense.
Go ahead and make your intelligence.
Oh shit.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. Okay. Yeah, so I think we should probably role play that out. So you effectively learn it, but how are you going to test that? How are you going to learn that? How are you going to tell the others? Like, what is Eddie going to do here?
Well, let's see. Was anyone still injured from our last fight? A little bit at all?
I don't even know. Hold on.
Just the cranes.
I think I'm
Niles.
Hey, did we figure out who had it?
Yeah, Mike leveled up.
Niles was fucked up.
You're healing Niles. I think we might have to fight, though.
Patted him on his wing on the way out.
I sure did.
I have no idea because like we did all that and then we went shopping.
I think we were
didn't
good. Because we had plenty of travel time plus time in the city, too.
I know you and Valley also took some potions.
Right. Yeah, we did while we were in the shop.
I think I'm not gonna do much. I'm gonna, I've probably got like some scuffs or some scrapes or something here and there. I think I'm gonna test it out just to see how I can do with getting
I
rid
might
of
be able to
those.
help you out there, because I was thinking of continuing to practice the Hydra transformation. Yeah, might be a little clumsy with some of my claws and bites.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna hang around while Uorag's practicing his transformation.
So I'll have him kind of spot me and say, "Is this right? Rock."
Yeah,
Not enough heads. Rock.
and we'll see. There's some scuffs or some scrapes or some bruising or something. I'll just see if I can clear that up. And
I'm going to say that your initial roll to learn it is good enough for your first cast as well.
so yeah, as Uorag's testing out his shapeshift, and he goes into this huge Hydra form. I was standing just a little too close, and he got smacked with his tail and tripped over a log, and I scraped my elbow. So I was like,
Well, the first time was really kind of a smaller Hydra. I think I got the
Little
size
baby.
down now.
yeah. Forgot it was like a Uorag scale Hydra. So before he was just going with like a regular scale, and yeah, I tripped over a log and got a little scrape on my elbow. So I just
Poked by an anchor.
gave the old side eye and made sure no one was around and healed
Sorry,
myself
Eddie.
Yeah. All right. So you healed yourself up, and you effectively have access to 2 schools of magic.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because healing is evocation.
Anybody catch that?
What is fairy fire?
Fairy fire, well, I developed that one,
Yeah.
so it'd be illusion.
Okay.
I think the spell is originally conjuration, maybe,
I thought
but
so. That's what I was thinking too.
I was
Yeah.
really just trying to mimic it more than anything, so
Right. Okay.
with my illusions.
Yeah.
But I learned a magic weapon too. That's transmutation, I think.
Yeah. So you've got access to a transmutation class spell, and you have access to an evocation magic spell. And yeah, so you've got that, but you did those things without your allies seeing them so far.
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
And the treasure chest in the wagon. What are you guys doing with that?
Valley's still guarding that.
We got 2 of those red pop scrolls, right?
You used one of them, didn't you?
Yeah, I think you used one. So yeah, I think you have 2 left.
2 left. I think we could use one of those, and I could hide it with a ritual. So that it's
center the red pop on the wagon. Or on the chest.
Center on the wagon or on the chest, or just wherever we camp, and put together a ritual to hide the wagon or hide the chest.
Well, if we put it on the wagon, we can take it with us.
That's true.
You've never tried a mobile place of power.
Yeah, I don't know if it would work. We could try it.
You try it. If anything, it would work that night.
Yeah, it worked there. Yeah, let's give that a shot. And I'll get my things out, my little, implements. So I get my little magic bag out, and I pull out a miniature bow and arrow, and set them on one of the cardinal points, and also like a little jaw trap, little bear trap, but mouse sized. No, you know what? Actually, it's just a mouse trap. Yeah. It's just a mouse trap. And just some of the local moss and leaves and stuff off the forest floor, wherever we're at. And it scatter that around and perform my ritual to camouflage the chest into the wagon so that it can't be seen unless you already know it's there.
Okay. All right, so let's first start with using the red pop scroll. So the red pop scroll is a red place of power scroll, and we need to cast that to see how effective casting that is. So,
small note on that. That's from the Divination Nation.
Mm-hmm.
So that mean he has more?
Intelligence roll?
Yep.
11.
11, okay. So, not only did you cast it effectively, you think that while probably a good chunk of the magic did bleed into the area around the ground and everything else, you think there's probably, like, when you move the cart, you probably have about half of that place of power energy that will stick with the cart. So it's not going to be like as fully good as when you are back in the Forsaken City at your like house. But you feel like you'll be able to utilize this cart as a place of power. It's just going to take a little bit longer generally, or use more resources or something along those lines. So,
nice.
Yeah. And the thing about it being from the Divination Nation was simply that the cranes are from the Divination Nation. They are not illusionists. So, and they had magic spells here. All right. Anything else you guys want to do while you're going? Oh yeah, that you don't really have to do anything wild to disguise that chest. That disguise does work perfectly fine.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I was thinking about camouflage and like hunting. Camouflage. Anyway.
And then nothing else while you guys travel?
I got nothing.
I don't think so.
All
I'm
right.
gonna terrorize Bill in the middle of the night as a Hydra. I'll pay back for all the times we were trying to sleep and he's fucking around with his symbols.
From the tavern.
The Hydra's gonna be deaf in one ear when I'm done with it.
Turn into a big chameleon and periodically just kind of get him with the tongue.
All right, so you guys travel along the path, and you have the map. I sent you guys all a picture of the map so you can kind of see where you're at. It's along the coast that you're traveling. So you are near water. Obviously, it's ocean water, so not really like drinkable. But yeah, you're in that vicinity. And as you travel, you get to the town of Fedros. As you approach Fedros, you notice that the city appears to have been abandoned. There are no people, no smoke coming from any chimneys, no people down at the docks that is in this town. There's just no one here.
I don't remember anything about there being nobody here.
No, me neither. I do remember, though, there being something about Warlock in the area.
So, should we go back?
There was a demon horde that we heard about before we left.
Yeah, there's a demon horde too. We better
Becky
scout it
and
out.
I will transform into an eagle and do a couple circles above. See if anything stands out.
Okay. Make your...
Ooh, that's a 3.
Oh, no. Oh! So you transform into an eagle.
Sort of.
You definitely do not get the vocal cords correct. So you can't talk to your peers by any means. But unfortunately, go ahead and
nearsighted
give me
eagle.
a 1d10 roll.
To see how nearsighted.
A 2. Oh, you got so lucky. Not only did you transform into this, and not only can you no longer communicate with your comrades, you also can't seem to unshapeshift for 2 hours. That you are stuck in this eagle form.
Okay.
And flying is not very easy for you. So you start to go and take off for your initial view, and you start to fly lopsided, and you can only fly in left turns.
One wing bigger than the other.
You're not an ambi-turner.
All right.
I'm NASCAR
Entertaining.
eagle. He's making a left turn. He's making a left
That's the most American thing I've ever seen.
But
I sponsor patches all over me.
I will still let you make a
Someone
roll to
give
see if
that
you can
bird a
find
beer.
anything interesting about the town.
Okay. Wisdom.
Yep.
That's another 3.
Jesus.
I mean, without modifiers, but...
You want some of my dice?
No, I think I have your dice.
So, you're flying, and you only doing left turns keep trying to get places, but just flying in weird circles. You just kind of go out over the
Way too
ocean,
distracted to
and you're
do
just flying over the ocean for a little while the rest of them see you just kind of pinwheel out in the distance.
You all right?
Rick, I don't know what this game is, but knock it off. It's not the time.
They bring some of those mushrooms with them?
Should we shoot him down? Valley. Feeling sharp with your crossbow?
She's a crack shot lately.
Tie a leash on him and we'll at least pull him like a kite. Come on, dummy.
Until he winds it up too far.
Got stuck again.
Well, that's what Uorag's doing. So
Right.
what are the rest of you competent people
alrighty
trying
then.
to do?
Well,
I'm trying to shoot him with a rock. Keeps freaking out. Like falling over in the sky. It's pretty great. And I just laugh.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself
Okay.
and go take a peek around on foot a little
a
bit.
dick
Not too
move.
far, just, just to the edge of the city there. See what I
Okay.
can see.
Go ahead and make your...
That's a 10.
That's a
Cast
10?
spell, yeah.
All right, so for casting the spell, you go invisible. Poof. Disappear. And you wander into town. Near town. As you get close to town, you do sense there is some illusion magic closer into the center of town.
Can I tell what it's making an illusion of, what it's doing?
From where you're at, no, but you can tell about where it's at.
Okay. I'm gonna head back to the others and
Okay.
and relay that information. So we got some sort of illusion magic coming from the center of town there. I can't tell what it's doing from as far in as I got. I don't think we should split up too much with an illusionist around.
That's
Shall we reel him in? Shall I really try to hit him?
Let's try to
Shoot him down.
signal him.
That's what I've been doing. I'm not actually hitting him.
like light into his eyes.
Just keeping him on track. guiding him.
We all just start shouting caw.
Does
or whatever
anybody
that
speak
dumb
eagle?
noise eagles make.
The scream. No, they scream.
No, it's a weird
Screech.
It's a noise that you'd expect to come out of a turkey.
They scream. It's very America sounding. Just shout America, America, America!
Crack open a Bud Light. He starts coming back.
Yeah, that's the signal. I'll pull out my flask. Wait for that.
Bourbon.
All right, let's go ahead and see if you can start making your way back.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so at 10, you, using left turns only, are able to start pinwheeling your way back toward the others.
Land.
But
Just crash land.
yeah, smack into the side of a barn, fall down, walk the rest of the way.
Actually, just spiral back.
I'm still a bird for 2 hours, so I'm just gonna flop around.
Gonna walk around in circles.
Yeah.
Just kind of dragging the one wing like.
It's not just while he's flying. It's always.
It's always, you can only make left turns.
That's going to persist after he's not a bird anymore.
Don't let him drive the cart.
The Hydra
It's gonna
chase.
take forever.
It's going to take the long way everywhere.
We already took that left.
I got to go around the block to cross the street.
And while Uorag takes a minute to get his bearings, we're going to take a minute for a quick ad break. Be right back.
After the mysterious death of his father, Vartan returns home to uncover the truth with the help of his newfound friends, Baya and Ovig. But his hometown of Eterno may have something even more sinister in store for them. Join us for their journey into the untold at etherealembracepodcast.com or anywhere you listen to podcasts by searching for Ethereal Embrace.
And now let's get back to the fun.
All right, so you guys head deeper into town?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right. Are you still invisible, or did you knock that off?
Yeah.
Well, he
I'm
held
gonna
up his
drop that.
flask.
And I am going to... I'm going to put it on Adira.
Surprise.
That's 14.
Okay, yeah. So Adira goes invisible, and you see a rock fly out of nowhere that hits Uorag.
Straightens him back out, though. He's starting to veer.
All right, so you head into town, and you find where the illusion magic is coming. It is a simple rainbow painted on the wall of a large, what looks to be city building. Well, it's a small town, so there's like a government building in this small town. So maybe the courthouse mixed with church type situation, right? And so on the largest side of this, the one side with no windows, you see a simple rainbow painted on the wall. That is the illusion magic that you are getting.
Just the rainbow?
Yep.
It's just that. And there's just
Yeah,
no one
but
around.
why the illusion?
No signs of life in the city.
The rainbow is illusion magic.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to be clear.
Should I dispel it?
There's probably a hidden doorway right above it.
What you mean is squaw.
Somewhere.
What you mean?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
That's what Uorag tries to say.
Scream!
All right.
He takes a left turn.
End up in an alley somewhere.
I'm
Just hear him off in the distance.
gonna dispel it.
All right.
Is it a roll? For
No,
illusion
for this you
dispel?
won't have to know. No, you're good. You see a message begins to appear on the wall. It is just written out there in charcoal. And it says, "Hello, fellow illusionist. This is Becky and Diane.
Hey.
It appears that the town of Fedros was abandoned. You likely have already noticed this. There are no signs of demons or warlocks in the area that we can tell, but there are signs that the town exodus is directed toward Pepperville. A large group of people appear to have arrived from Io, or at least that direction, and after some deliberation, Diane and I have decided to follow the group to Pepperville to confirm that the citizens arrived there safely. If you are capable and willing, would you please investigate Io to see what happened? If you are able to take on this task, know that there is a scroll of sending that is tied directly to High Illusionist Dean Smelting's Traveler's Journal. If you find something, please use that scroll to send a message to Dean informing him of what happened. The scroll is in a crate that rests to the left of this wall. Good luck.
All right. I'm going to go over and check through the crates.
Yeah, so you go over and you start digging through the crates, and you find a couple bottles of wine in there, as well as about 6 Hot Pockets that have just been kind of stored in there, and a scroll. Yeah, a scroll.
Nice. Put all that stuff in the cart. All right, so Io is on the route we were already planning to take. Which means if we continue on that route, we're going to run into whatever drove all those people out of Io, or there's a good chance of it. But I don't think I'd feel right not checking out whatever drove those people out of Io. I don't know. Opinions?
Sure, why not?
I mean, it seems like we don't really have a... I don't know. Seems like we should probably check on it just to be safe.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, we don't want to... If there's something driving the whole town out, I kind of want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Rather not walk into it blind.
All right, we'll head that way then. The note said to use the scroll if we don't decide to check it out, right?
I think it said to let them know what happened once we checked it out.
Yeah. If you find something, please use the scroll to send a message to the dean informing him what happened.
All right.
And this scroll does appear to be a one-time use only, so whatever message you want to send back to the dean, you'll want to make sure that you've got all the information that you want to send.
Yeah.
So is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Do we need a rest or anything, or are we just trudging on? Like, have we not... Have we had a night's rest at all?
You haven't. You can crash here for the night in this abandoned town, should you choose.
Should we go find the bar for you, Eddie?
Well, he just found the bar. He's got 2 bottles of wine.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they abandoned the kegs, too.
I am the bar.
All right, look here, America Eagle.
America!
That's all you can say.
You'd already fail a field sobriety test.
America?
Also very patriotic.
I don't know. I guess now we know that the town just kind of evacuated. The implication is they evacuated because of the people from Io running away from something, right? But they didn't know what?
I thought they were going to Io.
No, the people were going to Pepperville.
From Io.
Oh, okay.
Yep, going to Pepperville.
That's right.
I think probably the town is a safer place to rest than between the town and Io.
Agreed.
So yeah, let's stay here for the night. Let's go find that tavern.
Okay. So you guys go to the tavern. All right. Use up your travel ration, so a hot pocket each. But there is booze still at the tavern, so you guys can get all shifty. And after a little while, Uorag, you just pop. Your feathers start falling off. Your arm straightens out, wing straightens out, and you just plop your wings off, and then you turn back into Uorag.
I fall down exhausted.
I'm so ticked off, I'm molting.
Calm yourself, Iago. All right.
That's it? You guys just crash, call it a night?
Yeah.
I think we should. Do you not? Are we going to just take off in the morning? Or do you want to take time to look through the town and see if there's anything that we may need?
Yeah, we should probably look around, see if there's any. First, if there's anyone still hanging out.
Like if anybody needs a weapon or anything.
I could use a blackjack or something.
Check the
You bought a
barracks.
blackjack.
Did I get a blackjack?
Yeah,
you bought one.
You,
that's right.
Yeah, got one off the town guard.
Bill, you want to get a spear or something?
See if I can find a good dagger. Too.
Me? No, I don't.
You can throw a spear.
Yeah.
Eddie.
If we get to the point where I'm throwing spears, we're all dead.
And you can play cymbals one-handed. I'm just saying.
That's
You can bang it on something.
well.
Leave one
while
by
you
your
throw a
belt.
spear.
Don't tell me how to play my instrument.
Oh, I'm going to if it means life and death for me.
I'm the only reason you're alive.
I
All that time
know.
that you don't get.
I have to remind you.
I mean, I've never helped you. I guess I don't. It's hard to take credit for healing people all the time if they've never been injured. I'm realizing right now.
Yeah. So shove
He's
it.
believing the lie. He's believing the lie.
All right, so you guys want to venture around the town and look for weapons,
Well,
potentially?
Now
or-
that I can speak again, I want to go to Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie, I had a thought about what's happening in this area. Can you detect if there's been a wild magic event?
Can I detect if there's been a wild magic event?
You've never tried.
I don't know.
It just stands to reason that we've dealt with them in the Illusion Nation at the school. Perhaps they're dealing with it here, too. Just a thought.
That's a good thought. I could maybe.
Well, I had 2 hours just to stew about things in my head.
I could maybe come up with a ritual.
Not everything was in your
tell
head.
me whether
Not
there was
as
a
much
magic,
as you thought.
a wild magic event close by, like within a radius. And the wagon will still work as a place of power. It's just not quite as good. So I guess we could find that out. Maybe I'll try. I want to see what would it take to put together a ritual. Would I be able to do that fairly easily?
I would say that you could do that. Yeah, you could do that fairly easily with one of two things. Either you're giving up your night worth of sleep and rest, or two, you don't get to go scavenging for stuff and you'll have to expect the others to go scavenge for you.
I'll give up the scavenging.
Okay. So you'll go to focus with that, and Valley will stay with you and kind of guard you while you're doing it, just because it's a super intense process. But yeah, go ahead and make your spell, your intelligence roll for spellcasting.
13.
Check out the big brain on Brad. You a smart motherfucker.
All right.
I'm gonna go over what I'm doing with Valley too.
Whoa.
Glad I silenced my phone. I'm gonna go over what I'm doing with Valley just to show her, like this is how you do this kind of thing. Just because she was learning stuff before, and I'm kind of responsible for her not now.
Yeah. So you start teaching her and start showing her kind of what you're doing. And you have unlocked the spell Detect Magic, which is a divination spell.
Oh.
So she tries to recreate what you're doing, but she cannot.
Okay. You might just need more practice.
And if you recall from earlier on, they had used devices back in the town to determine what kind of wild magic events and where the wild magic events had taken place. They were using devices to do that, magic items to do that. Valley doesn't know about those, but you guys were looped into them because it was right after you had collected all 3 of the beans.
Yeah.
So, Valley inadvertently knows that you have access to multiple schools of magic now.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's
so add
hopefully
that
not
to
gonna come
your
back to bite me.
add that to your spell book.
Well, we'll have to kill her now.
Run her over with the cardigan. On purpose.
Almost had her last time.
The rest of you are out looking around for shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make your rolls.
Am I still invisible? For fuck's sake.
You are until you attack something or until
Excellent.
Eddie drops it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could do something to draw attention to yourself, and it'll break it.
Another 10.
Something attention.
Another 10?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What are we doing?
8.
I'm sorry.
Scavenging stuff for Eddie. Just so he can do his ritual.
I'd also like a nice dagger.
What is that roll? Oh, shit. Where's my thing?
If there's like a guard barracks or something like that that has like a cache of weapons, I'll just gather them all up in a bindle and bring them to the camp.
Okay. Yeah. So you do find a few just standard like leather jerkins that are in there. You do find a handful of daggers because they were like, nobody ever uses daggers in this world. And so you find some daggers that are there. Most of the heavier weaponry has been taken, though, for their trip. So that is gone already.
Well, I've been around Eddie long enough to know, kind of his theme for weapons.
Yeah.
So anything that I think that he might take interest in, I'll just set him out. And so I found some things, if there's anything there you might like.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So there's a couple daggers. There's a baton that's in there as well that you could use.
Yeah, I'll take the baton and the dagger that has like the mermaid for a hilt.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And Bill, you don't find really anything like that. No weapons or daggers, but you do stumble across a weird letter that is stamped with kind of a royal seal.
It's not a G, but it's not a H.
And the seal's been broken and it's crumbled, and you can't really make out what that seal is. But you do notice up in the top right-hand corner of it, there is a very small etching of the rune that symbolizes the Evocation Nation, the one that you had seen on the fake stuff that Valley had made with her illusions before. And so you find this letter.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab that and then investigate it, see what it.
Okay. So you take a look at this, and it gives a warning about a person from the Evocation Nation named Magnus Devlin. And there is concern that Magnus Devlin is making a power play in the Evocation Nation. And it's almost... the letter almost talks about him like he is a myth.
Okay. And so it's a warning about that? Does it say, do I know, like, who's sending it to whom?
Nope.
Mystery letter.
Alright, well, I'm gonna bring it with me back. I'll show it to Eddie once he's done with what he's doing.
Yeah, you get it. It's almost kind of like a fictional narrative, but it's also like a warning, and it's got a really nice seal, and it's really nice. Like, it's just very formal for like a goof,
Right.
But you kind of get that weird, like, this is a goof vibe from it. You rolled an 8, right? That's what you said. Yeah. Okay. And Adira, what did you roll?
What was I rolling?
Survival, which is wisdom.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's a 9.
A 9? Okay. So you go... Were you looking for anything in particular?
No, just looking.
Just looking?
Looking to see what we can see.
Okay. So you found a journal in the main building where you guys had originally went to find the giant illusion. You found a journal that was there that was talking about how the fish hulls in this area have been corrupted lately. The fish have been sickly, and more than 70% of the fish that they've been bringing in, this is a fishing town, more than 70% of the fish have been too sickly to eat, to prepare, or cook, or use for anything, that they're burning the fish, essentially.
Ooh, okay. Don't eat the fish.
It's because of the warlocks.
Throw out all
that
your
American
fish sticks.
propaganda is still from his eagle form.
That was a holdover. You can turn right now. So did I determine there was a wild magic event?
Oh, you did not find a wild magic event. No.
Okay. Well, when everyone gets back and I'm finishing up the ritual, I'm going to pass that on. So it wasn't a wild magic event. I think everyone's just moving on from whatever drove the people out of Io, but...
I'm gonna give him... I found this letter. It's weird. It seems very real, but it seems like it ought not be.
I'm going to, read the letter, and do I glean anything further from it?
You can make a... what's that roll? The spout lore. Or, not a spout lore. Fuck, where's my book?
Discern reality?
Yeah, discern realities.
That'd be a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
So you really... Oh, you can ask one question, I guess, about the letter.
Forgot what the list is. There it is. What here is not what it appears to be, I guess. So, like, yeah, what in the letter... You said part of it seems like sarcastic, or like it's like a joke.
Yeah, it seems like it's like a mythological... it seems like a story, right? Weirdly worded in certain areas. Some assumptions, some words that like don't make sense, that are just the reader or the writer assumes you know what those words mean. They're not like names or anything. They're just weird words. And you can kind of fill in from context. And so the letter makes sense, but it's just a weirdly written thing.
Maybe it's thieves' camp, but for wizards.
So what here is not what it seems to be. It does appear to be some kind of secret message. You just can't. You just can't decipher it, and neither could Bill.
Well, good catch, Bill, because that's definitely not what it appears to be. But I don't know what it actually says. Maybe we can find someone in New Habira or something who can translate it, because that's, well, evoker stuff is concerning.
Do you think it really is evoker stuff still?
I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta figure out someone who can read it. So then we camp out tonight and then we're leaving, or did we already camp?
Yeah, this is us looking around in the morning, huh?
I don't know. I don't know that we actually went to bed.
Did we actually go to bed? I think we went
I have
to
no
bed.
idea what time it is. We did not ask that
we all
question.
went scouring around town.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is you guys coming back to the camp at night.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think they probably scoured around town while it was getting dark. You were doing your ritual with Valley. They all got back.
Okay.
And you're about to go to bed.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess, you guys already checked out the town, so we can just hit the road first thing. Should we set a watch?
Probably.
It wouldn't hurt.
Wouldn't hurt.
I could go cat warm and sleep in the wagon.
Yeah.
11? Okay. So you get your 3 moves with that, should you decide to stay?
Actually, 14 with the bonuses, but yeah.
Jesus.
Cat
Yeah.
warm down.
Yeah, you got cat form down. It's just the Hydra that's really
The eagle.
and the eagle.
I thought I had that one down too.
Well, you tried to make the beak
Well, I
not
spent so
look
much time.
like a
I spent so
Quiznos
much time
commercial,
with
and
Hydra and
Yeah.
He was
it just
tired.
didn't work out.
Yeah.
thinking A should have went B.
Just didn't work out.
Okay, so you guys call it a night. You go to bed. You wake up and you hit the road.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.